Scott Moak, the voice of Arco Arena. You'll hear him an awful lot tonight. And for the next 5 games, the Kings are home tonight. They take on the Charlotte Bobcats. How you doing, everybody? House Party Live on Comcast Sportsnet. Fat, Katie, and Co's with you. You guys have played for a long time. You used to play. Do you remember the PA announcers when they would introduce you to start, or when you'd score a basket? The rare basket opportunity you may get, Katie, in a game?
Fat does. I'm so closed off to everything. I don't hear hecklers. I don't hear anything. I have my coach's voice programmed into my head, and that's all I can hear.
Coach,
really?
Here's my favorite one. And it's not Zink in Philly, it's in Denver, it's Fat. And Fat pulls the lever.
I think that's great.
That's neat.
Great.
I like that.
Okay.
We need one for our girl, Angela Tsai. Angela makes me sigh. How does that work, Angela? Do you like that? Could I be a PA announcer?
I don't know, Coz. I think you could probably do it a lot more than me. I don't know, Coz. I think you could do it a lot more than me. But we're about to meet the man who I think might have the most fun job here courtside at Arco. Scott Moak is the PA announcer for all Kings home games. So let's take a look at the man behind the voice.
I love Scott Moak. I love the energy that he brings to the building.
He has a lot of passion. He has a lot of energy. I think he's dynamite. I think he's one of the best in the league.
He's got his own rhythm. He's good.
He's a legend. I mean, he is just an absolute legend. The best in the league.
Well, Scott has great energy. He knows the game. He knows the players. He's a great sports fan. You know, he does it all.
Do you like the way Scott Moak, the announcer, says your name?
Oh, I love it. You know, he's one of the best in the league. He's very interesting to listen to. He's a great voice.
His voice is really intense.
He likes to say, because he makes it long.
Quincy Doobie. So, you know, that's cool. You know, he put a lot of O's in there.
If you were to say your own name, how would you do it?
Ooh-wee.
Nah. That's him. You got to start low. It's
starting at Ford Center guard, the King, Mikey Moore.
Brad Miller. He's the PA announcer for Kings home games. And one thing's for sure, he's got the best seat in the house. Scott, you do have the best seat in the house. I mean, I'm thinking this must be a dream job for you, right? You grew up watching all the Kings games at home, right? You grew up here in Sacramento.
Sacktown native. Been a Kings fan since I was 12, I think, and was coming to games back at Arco 1, watching our now coach, Reggie Theus, playing back then, and all the way to now, yes, sitting courtside. Definitely a dream job. You're absolutely right. It's an amazing opportunity for me to be able to sit there and do what I do.
Now, Scott, I'm sure you do a lot of preparation for your job. Mm-hmm. Are there names that you kind of dread announcing, like certain teams, such as the Warriors, that have a lot of foreign names on their roster? How do you prepare?
That's obviously one of the keys to my job, is saying every name exactly right. So if there's a name that I'm a little bit, nervous about, I'll just make sure just touching in with the opposing team's PR folks and, studying hard, lots and lots of hard studying before games. Not really, but.
What's the hardest name to say?
Wow. Nikolo Skitishvili is one that's always pretty nice.
Bless you.
There's some tough ones out there, but again, by trying to study and making sure I know every little syllable, I hope it goes okay.
Well, Scott, we're looking forward to hearing you, and it's so good to actually get your voice on there. So fans, this is what the man looks like who talks all through the game.
Who mostly annoys people, I think, when they're like, shut that guy up. I'm sure that's what they're saying. That's what Coz says anyway, I know that.
Well, speaking of Coz, why don't you throw it right back to him?
Back up. Let's go back up to the concourse with the one and only Jim Kozamore.
I hope we got that on tape. Angela, ask him if he's ever screwed up a name. Good. Ask him if he's ever screwed up a name. Have you ever screwed
Scott,
up?
Have you ever screwed up a name?
Yeah, I just screwed up Jim Kozamore there. Yes, but I'm not going to admit it. I can't admit it.
Ask him if he does voice
it's never been a
exercises.
Kings player, so that's the good thing. That's probably why I've been able to keep my job for 6 seasons.
Okay.
Voice exercises.
Thanks,
ask him ask him if he does voice exercises. No voice exercises?
Do you do voice exercises?
I try to sing on the way. No, I don't. I'll drink a little. They're supposed to drink lukewarm water or room temperature water. Nothing too sugary, nothing too sour. So a lot of hydration. I think I learned that tip from Coz, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Him or Ahmad Rashad, one of the two.
Yes.
But yeah,
same difference.
Exactly. But just and then trying to keep good health as much as possible.
Fantastic.
You're awesome.
Do you have a favorite, like, name of a Kings player that you just absolutely love? Like, you're hoping he makes that basket just so you can say his name.
I will say that the reaction from the Arco faithful on the Kevin Martin is pretty cool. Place goes wild usually when he's making his shot. So he's probably one of my favorites. Cisco is really good right now too. Bibby's always fun, but Kmart, special place for Kmart right now.
And I actually love when you say Bano Udrich. All right, I'm not going to quit my day job.
You did great.
Back to you, Coz.
Are you kidding me? I love it. I think a tandem PA thing would work. Great hearing from you, Angela. Same thing with Scott Moak, PA announcer here at Arco Arena. More to come straight ahead. House Party Live, Kings and Bobcats next. Good dancing.